Audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Exploring faith and the future. Neil Johnson and Bible teacher Dr. Kameel Majdali.
Turning our attention today to the relationships that we might choose. How do you get it so wrong while you're looking for Mr. or Miss Right? This is a topic that you love to talk about, Kameel. Relationships, men and women.
I love to talk about it because it's so fundamental to our well-being, for everybody's well-being. Even for people that never marry, it's important that everybody else who does gets it right. As far as I'm concerned, Neil, any thinking, caring, concerned individual should be interested about the state of the family, marriage and family. Now, marriage and family are often called, rightly so, the building blocks of society. And what I've discovered is when marriage in a community or a country does well, everybody benefits, including those that don't marry. When, on the other hand, it fails, we all suffer too, not just the immediate family. I'm really aware of this because you would think within Christendom, a evangelical, Pentecostal, Bible-believing Christendom, that we would have the most solid marriages and families around. Probably, if you grade us on a curve, we do. But that's on a curve. That's relative. But as a preacher, teacher, and a pastor at large, I am greatly concerned how many church marriages or Christian marriages are failing, or they are deeply, deeply troubled. No doubt some people listening to us will be in that category. What I want to do is not pour salt on the wound. I want to offer some principles that can help direct people in the right way.
The culture is changing so dramatically, Kameel. When you talk about people who are within a Christian context, I guess we're all affected by the way that culture is changing, and it's not changing along the lines that support good, healthy, strong marriages.
No, the truth is we have a culture that is very self-centered, very sensuous, a culture that wants to pander to the lust rather than deal with it in a proper way. We have a culture that is antagonistic, or at least at a minimum indifferent, to biblical Christian values, which always pay off rich dividends when they're adhered to. What I've been saying for a long time, Neil, is that when people, Christian people, real, genuine Christian people, are not following the Lord in the pathway of discipleship, they don't know the Word, they don't pray, they're not filled with the Holy Spirit, they will be sitting ducks for the culture. They can be sitting in church, and yet they're still sitting ducks for the culture altogether.
We'll be unpacking this over coming days, Kameel, but the idea of getting it wrong, we don't want to get it wrong, but somehow or other we're led into the circumstance where wrong seems to happen.
Well, Neil, the fact is we don't ever have to get it wrong when looking for Mr. or Miss Right. We can get it right. The fact is getting it wrong is not just very painful. I'm going to argue it's most unnecessary. Pay the price of doing it with common sense and on biblical principles, and you cannot go wrong at all.
Faith and the Future with Neil Johnson and Dr. Kameel Majdali from Teach All Nations. For more from Dr. Majdali, including books and DVDs on prophecy, Bible commentaries, plus today's and other episodes of Faith and the Future, go to vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.